Now, several states around the country are celebrating a long weekend today. In Melbourne, the annual Festa of Moomba is underway. It's Australia's largest free community festival.
The events parade will begin shortly, and our reporter Ryan Shields has volunteered to get down there early to grab a good seat. Ryan, how are you doing?
Good morning, I'm doing very well. It's a tough job, but somebody had to do it. And preparations are well underway for this parade. Today's day 3 of 3 for this festival, so it wants to go out with a bang, and that of course is with the annual Moomba Parade. This float behind me is just one of many which will be travelling through the centre of town. This is the royal barge, if you like. It's where the king and the queen of Moomba will be sitting. But there's a lot of other ones which will also be making the journey, and they're all just sort of getting set up here in a side street. You can see a number behind me in various shapes and sizes and guises, and a lot of people will be moving with those floats. We've got a couple of them here. Hello, girls.
Hey.
Now, what are your names?
Well, I'm Ditzy McSmashy.
And I'm Democracy. How you going?
And we're from the Diamond Valley Roller Derby Club.
Now, did your parents not like you very much with those names?
They're our roller derby
They're
names.
our derby names. My name is Andrea.
And I'm Simone. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Jen.
Moomba.
Now, what does Moomba mean? You guys obviously seem excited by the prospect.
Yes,
Oh,
we
very
certainly
excited.
do.
We were so excited to be asked to participate. We've been watching Moomba since we were little girls, so we're rapt to be part of it. You know, we're mums. Our kids are all going to be at the end waiting for us, so we're very excited.
And what are your duties today?
Our duties are to be party girls today, so we're going to rock the party scene, so watch out for us.
Now, roller derby is normally a bit of a brutal sport. Are you going to have to tone things down somewhat?
Oh, we certainly are.
All family-friendly skating today. There'll be no smashy.
We've got to be behaving ourselves.
However,
So
we are wearing our knee pads, and the girls will have their wristbands on just to make sure we don't have any major issues.
Well, you are well set up. There's colour, there's stripes. I feel dramatically overdressed, or at least a little bit too formal.
It's a little bit bland. We need to get some
Yeah.
colour going on.
I can get you in a pair of fishnets, maybe.
All right, well, maybe later, okay? We won't go into that. Thank you so much, guys, and good luck out there.
Good morning.
And as I said, there are many floats, dozens in fact, which will be making the journey. There's one of them over here, which is, you know, Melbourne likes to think of itself as this culture capital and coffee capital. So this is, of course, a giant barista setup. So if anyone would like to get a nice hot cup of coffee during the parade, there's definitely facilities for that. And I'll probably be using these in a pretty short time.
Ryan, you look like you could bathe in one of those cups.
I think I could. It might come to that.
And you're not wearing a funny hat.
I'm not wearing a funny hat. There was some discussion that perhaps I should be wearing a funny hat, but I thought I'd leave it up to the girls to make the statement. Every comedy needs a straight guy, and I think I'm playing that role this morning.
Well done. Thanks very much, Ryan.